News Now.
See, he didn't even say 3 the whole time that time, let alone not saying 2 or 1. But he didn't even get all the way through 3.
And welcome to Nerd News Now. I'm with Kyle and Brainy. How's it going, guys?
Going well.
I want to know where the rest of the word 3 is.
You mean like, was it just three?
Yes. Justin normally counts us down to 3, and then I have to get OCD and remind him that 2 and 1 exist. But today it was 5, 4.
Well, I think it's the whole Wayne's World thing, but we can't really see each other, so
That's a good answer.
that's the problem, you know.
That's a good answer.
I guess I can give you a next time if you want. Would you like
No.
that? Okay.
No, I just like to use all the numbers
Yeah.
in their God-given placement.
How do you feel about math with letters in it? Because I am having a time in the statistics class that I'm in.
Oh, man.
It depends on what kind of letters. Is it a train leaves Boston traveling 65 miles an hour kind of math with letters, or is it 1x times 3 equals
It's the
17y?
second part. It's the second part, except there's multiple X's and multiple Y's and lowercase and capital, and there's some Z's in there and weirdly shaped B's and weird font and italics.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's your fault for taking statistics.
Yeah, but, you know, it's just to try to better my
Fantasy
position
football.
in life. Yeah.
So, I have a bachelor's degree in marketing. And being Indian, I'm supposed to be good at math, right? So you would think I would be really good at statistics. Man, I hated statistics. Even though marketing is, I'd say about 60% stats and everything, taking surveys and all that stuff. And I hated that damn thing.
I managed to get a degree in marketing without taking a single math class.
How?
Real simple. I conned the college. No,
I loved calculus. Calculus was fun. Trig was
I took
fun.
algebra and calc. But then when I had to get into the harder stuff, I went a different route. I went marketing design. So I had to take like math of art,
Interesting.
which is the golden ratio and that kind of stuff. And it got me all my math credits. And so I have a degree in marketing, but with the emphasis on design in marketing.
I should have done that. Dang it. But I enjoy math. That's not a problem. Statistics, on the other hand, man, that's it bugged me.
It's because it has numbers in it, or letters and numbers and letters and charts. It's ridiculous.
Trigonometry, calculus, they all have numbers and letters. Anything after basic algebra has letters. In fact, basic algebra has letters. And some weird shapes as well. Derivatives and all of that stuff. Once you get into that, that's fun. But man, I don't know why statistics. I think it might have been a girl issue.
And Kyle, I think that you would probably have had trouble in like any math class, especially if they started going over like even numbers and were like 2, 4. You would be like, "Where's 1? Where's 3? Ah!"
Right. The numbers are supposed to be there in an order.
In order. Yep.
Right. So you got to use them, and if you're going to count down, you have to use them all.
Unless the Wayne's World paradox, you know. They just don't want to be heard on camera saying 2, 1.
Okay.
But to me, then it comes back to that's on the technical director if they take them to air too early. So.
Right. So I'm saying you shouldn't. 2 and 1 should happen during your roll-in.
But we should be able to visually see them
during VTR. So, yeah.
Well, that concludes our TED Talk on math on here on Nerd News Now. What were you guys up to this weekend? I know it wasn't doing statistical equations. So, Kyle, what have you been up to?
I didn't leave the. Okay, I shouldn't say I didn't leave the house, but for the most part didn't leave the house. I went and saw Black Widow because I could see it for $5 and sit in a lazy boy while I did it. For 2 tickets to Black Widow, a large popcorn, 2 large pops, Sour Patch Kids, Milk Duds, and a bag of fruit snacks cost me $21.
And all of those snacks were before you entered the movie, right? And so you had to buy it again for the movie. Okay.
No, but if you divide that if you divide the cost of the things that I paid by the cost to make Black Widow, I still came out behind.
What? No. Did you say $21 for all of those things plus the tickets?
Yes.
Was there like a big time discount at concessions? Because that's not how concessions work in Texas.
No, well, no, this particular theater, if you go on Sunday, everything is like old-timey rates because it's family day. So what they do is they charge, like, if you go before 5 o'clock, you see a movie that starts before 5 o'clock, tickets are $5 a piece.
Yeah, but
everything else.
The concessions should be more.
Well, but the whole idea is they're trying to get families to come in with their 3, 4, 5 kids and not kill them. You make some money on concessions, but not a lot because it keeps people come every week. Like they offer like you can get ticket packages like at the beginning of the year or whatever, where you get 3 tickets to every movie that's under PG-13 for Sundays. You know what I mean? Like, and you can reserve your seats for a year.
So, how did you get out of the hospital so quick?
How did I get out of the hospital? I've been out of the hospital for like 3 weeks.
Weren't you didn't you have all those snacks yesterday?
Have all those what?
Didn't you just have all those snacks yesterday?
I went with a friend. Also, at that price, you buy some to go, man.
Kyle, you had mentioned being able to escape having a statistics course, but you just did an excellent description of customer lifetime value. You really did, seriously.
Sure. It's like I said, they're trying to build, this theater is in a mall that is dead except for the theater. They're trying to get people to come out every week, even if off of me and my friend, they might have only made $5. But if they have 50 people that come every Sunday and they make $5 off them every Sunday, that's a sustainable business model if you're making real money the rest of the week. And they do real well. Because normally you go there and you're looking at $20 a ticket for the heated seat lazy boys with the rumble packs so that when the plane crashes, your butt feels like it's, going to explode. It's a nice theater.
I'm still getting over the heated seat lazy boys. We don't have that here.
Mm-hmm.
Is that because it's so hot here? I mean, is that pretty much a necessity?
I would imagine that you don't need to fight off the cold of winter most years.
Except every 100th February. That's
right.
The only time we would need it.
Right.
So another 99 years, hopefully.
Right. No, but I went and saw Black Widow.
And you, for some reason, think it cost $20 to make. So describe that.
If they paid more than that, they overpaid.
Yikes.
I don't know, man. Scarlett Johansson's worth much more than that.
D-.
For what, the movie or for Scarlett Johansson?
The movie as a whole.
Okay, but that doesn't, I mean, it was a big budget film, though.
Okay, sure, but they overpaid. I could have made that movie for 65 cents and, a case of Monster.
Okay, well, rate the snacks then. How are the snacks?
9 out of 10.
But in order, would you put Sour Patch Kids above popcorn and fruit snacks?
I still haven't eaten the Sour Patch Kids. Like I said, you get some to go.
You get some to go. That's a good...
Cheaper than the grocery store.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
The Milk Duds were melty because it was 90 degrees that day.
Yeah.
90 degrees here. So the milk duds were for some reason melty. The fruit snacks were tasty. The popcorn could have used more butter, but the soda was good.
I feel like the popcorn could use more milk duds. That's where they're supposed to go. That's why they're melty. You just throw them in the
I
popcorn.
couldn't get them in there because they were one big milk dud.
Oh yeah, that's a problem.
I mean,
So
if
they
you'd
had
have
already
thrown the milk
melted.
dud in a pool, it would have been that scene from Sandlot. You know, where they throw the baby Ruth in the pool.
Yeah.
That's what would have happened if you'd have thrown this milk dud in the pool. It was one big milk dud.
Did that happen in Sandlot, or are you talking about Caddyshack now?
I think it's happened in a great many movies.
Okay, but Caddyshack's the first
Yes,
one I remember.
Caddyshack is also a memorable candy bar in the pool situation.
Yeah. For sure. Brainy, what about you? What kind of snacks did you have this weekend?
Ooh, snacks.
Or, what did you do this weekend? But I just figured now we're already talking about snacks, so.
So, like always, I'm trying to catch up on all old TV shows I've, gotten so far behind on. So I finally watched Happy Endings, the three seasons? 3 seasons of Happy Endings. Got that out of the way. Finally watched Space Jam, the new one. Got that out of the way. Started He-Man. Saw the first episode. I haven't seen anything else after that, so let's see how that goes. And unfortunately, I didn't get around to Ted Lasso. I was looking forward to Ted Lasso because apparently my free Apple TV subscription is about to expire at the end of the month. So I got to decide whether I want to keep it for Ted Lasso or not.
Yeah, because they're only doing one episode a week, right?
Yep. So at least I'll be able to watch 2 episodes before they start charging me the $5, and I'm not sure if it's worth the $5 a month.
No, I had to go. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I signed up for Paramount Plus. I'm going to cancel Hulu in favor of Paramount Plus, just because of all the old-timey CBS shows. Like, I watched the original Perry Mason for like 3 days right after my surgery because I was pretty stoned and that was pretty easy to comprehend. But I'm liking Paramount Plus a lot more than I'm liking Apple TV or some of the other ones that I've tried.
I started watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles again just because it was there on Paramount Plus.
Uh-huh.
No, I just got to find Peacock. I don't feel like giving them more money, so I got to find somebody who has Peacock.
You don't want to pay for Peacock?
No, I don't. I already pay for way too many services. Yeah,
I trade Peacock for HBO Max with a friend of mine. I pay for Netflix. I pay for Sirius XM. I trade for Spotify, or I'm on a Spotify family plan. That's just me and a bunch of my friends that somebody else pays for, and they have access to like my Netflix account or something. And then right now I'm paying for Hulu, but I'm going to drop that for Paramount Plus. And maybe I'll be able to trade my Paramount Plus login for somebody else's Hulu.
Yeah, I've got Disney. I mean, I don't have as many as Mark does, and I definitely don't have Dog TV.
There you go.
I have considered for a while.
Oh, I forgot about Disney Plus. I don't know who pays for Disney Plus, if that's me.
Interestingly enough, my brothers and I were talking. We're like, why the heck did we each get a copy of Disney Plus? One was because it was so cheap. They offered us a 3-year for what? It's $5 a month, and we're like, yeah, all of us have kids, and they all want their own profiles.
Now, Rainey, going back to what you said about Happy Endings, you kind of dismissively said I got that out of the way. So I want to make sure you appreciated that show.
Oh, I enjoyed it. It was a good show. I wouldn't have sat through all 3 seasons if it wasn't enjoyable. Yeah, it was worth watching, and it kept my interest all throughout. And I heard rumors they've been talking about season 4. So if it does come out, I'll watch it. If it doesn't, then it's not that big of a deal. I'm happy where it ended, basically.
Yeah, they've been talking about another season of that since it ended because that was one of those shows that got all moved around and people can keep, you know, figure out what day and time it was on.
Yep,
But it was a really great show.
it was. My wife described it really well. It's Friends meets New Girl, and it really was. It is a combination of the two shows. And the fact that they make fun of those shows in their show is kind of funny as well, or at least they reference it. I wouldn't say make fun of, but they reference it at least.
Kyle, what originals does Paramount Plus have?
Oh Lord, I don't know.
Okay. I'm
not
you
that
just go
far
straight
yet.
for the classic stuff though, right?
Yeah, well, so I signed up for two reasons. I wanted to watch the original Perry Mason after having watched the Perry Mason on HBO, just to see, because I know they're very different shows. And I never really watched the original Perry Mason when it was on like Nick at Night or TV Land. Before those just started showing nothing but westerns all day. So I wanted to watch it. But there was also another show that in my drug-induced state, I got re-obsessed with, and I don't remember why. It was a show called Scorpion.
Oh yeah,
with Catherine McPhee. That show is how do I put this?
trippy.
Not good, but it's thoroughly entertaining. Like it's like the first episode, you've got this team of geniuses who have to drive a car the same speed as a plane so that they can plug an Ethernet cable into the plane.
Is that still going on? That sounds like Fast and
No.
Furious, something they would do in Fast and Furious now.
That show got canceled after its fourth season, and ended on a cliffhanger. And so I'm about done with that show. But then it was Perry Mason, and next on the list is I'll probably start the Turtles, and
Which Turtles, Rise or?
Huh?
You going for the original Turtles or Rise as Turtles?
Whatever Turtles they got on there.
They got both.
Well, then I'll watch both. It's the Turtles, man.
And then he's going for the Turtles Perry Mason crossover.
Well, no, I don't remember. I put it on my list, and I honestly don't remember because so much of what I was watching and what I have been watching has been based on the drugs in my system. I think it's Newhart. Might be something else. Might be another sitcom of that era. Mary Tyler Moore, maybe.
Those are both very good shows. So
sure, yeah, no, it's like all those classics are good, but no, it's since I've stopped taking the pain pills, the Olympics have been on.
yeah,
so I've been watching that.
What events have you watched? What events have you seen on? Huh? Well, okay. What events intrigue you the most then?
I stayed up real late watching skateboarding.
Oh yeah, I saw the re-air of that today.
Yeah, that was disappointing. At no point did they have to collect all the letters of skate in one run. At no point did they have to grind the walls to destroy the school bells, or try and find the secret tape.
Or unlock Spider-Man and Wolverine character skins.
Right. No, I thought that was fun. I think the Olympics, they're using that Street League rule system, which is not something I'm accustomed to, having been an Xbox or X game and Dew Tour watcher most of my life.
Mm-hmm.
When I was coming up in school, skateboarding was the cool non-sport. Like, after football practice, my friends who were skaters be in the parking lot, and we would go around, So I've been around skateboarding a long time. Some of my first video editing jobs were doing skate videos for my friends. So watching it be very boiled down and very sort of almost formal was weird to me. Like when dudes are skating in collared polo shirts from Nike, I'm going, this is not the skateboarding I know.
They're sellouts, man.
Well, it's not that.
Uh-oh.
It's like if you're representing your country, you got to look a certain way. Like I get that, I respect that, but it just like it was very different from the things I'm used to. Now, when they go to park and they're basically in the bowl skating, that to me will be a little more, I think, comfortable watching.
Well, I was watching it today, and they had like the obstacles that I'm used to, but they basically their run ended when they fell down. So I don't know if it was like one trick and done.
Oh, so you were probably watching the best trick portion of the event.
Oh, okay. But they had
So-
like 5 tries, and then there was mostly X's because they all fell down a lot.
Right. So the way competitive skateboarding, I guess, works at that level now is you do 2 45-second runs through the park, and do as many tricks and grinds and whatever as you can do. And then you come back and you do 5 runs where you're basically going for your best trick.
Oh, that makes sense.
Then they take the 4 top scores you get from those 5 from all 7 opportunities, and that's your final score.
See, it sounds like you understand it pretty well for having just said you don't understand skating anymore.
No.
I don't recognize it.
I don't. It's not what I'm used to.
Right.
I mean, I watched the event and I read the rules, but I'm so used to like on the X Games where these dudes are just like run after run after run, and there's loud music playing, and they're not really telling you what the names of the moves are because you're supposed to know, and like it's just a very different vibe. Olympic skateboarding versus the skateboarding that most of us who would follow the sport are used to.
X Games. Yep.
And Dew Tour, which is the other big one now.
Has it always been called that, or was it called something before that?
Oh god, I think it's probably been called several things.
Okay,
I remember
so
when
just
Monster
Mountain Dew
Energy used to
sponsors it
sponsor
now.
something.
Yeah.
I don't honestly remember.
And we're joined by Miss Jen now. Miss Jen, how's it going?
Man, we just had the most fun doing TV trivia and quotes, of which I did horribly. I could neither think of any nor answer any. I don't know what it is, what the difference is between knowing TV things and knowing movie things. Movie quotes, no problem, all day long. TV, my brain was complete blank.
Well, was it from shows that you watched or from shows that you didn't watch? I think that would be the main factor.
I think it's probably half and half for the ones I did not know at all.
Yeah.
It's like I knew the quote, but I had no idea where it was from.
Give us some examples.
Oh no. Hannah, which were some?
Huh?
What was a quote?
It's a gift and a curse.
Oh, it's a gift and a curse.
That seems very generic.
No, I know that one.
Right, heard it before until you know the
Monk?
context. Like